Hello? Huh? Yes, almost.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was
Hi.
muted.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hi. What do I do?
Can I just ask how long the hearing is? Because I'm at work and I just need to let my supervisor know how long it's going to take.
I'm at work too. It's 3:15. Hello.
Good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. I'm going to ask that everyone please put their device on mute to avoid having any interruptions. Today's date is Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. The time is approximately 10:07 a.m. and we are on the record. Today's proceedings are being conducted via Zoom and are being shown live on the court's YouTube channel. I want to thank you folks for being here this morning. A lot more folks were summoned to be here this morning and they did not show up. You folks did, and I appreciate that. One of the advantages to doing it on Zoom is the fact that while we are conducting these hearings, you are at work or you're at home and you're able to do other things as you wait for your turn. Normally you would be sitting in my courtroom waiting, and the process normally with a full courtroom will take a couple of hours. So let's look at the silver lining on this, and I just ask that you be patient while we get through this. Today it looks like we only have 3 people in on the Zoom hearing, so it may go a lot faster. So I will be explaining what's going to go on here today, and then we'll call the court's docket. Today's hearings consist of 2 types. You have your arraignment, or what's called the initial appearance. That means you're here for the first time to answer to your violation. The second part of the docket is the show cause docket. That means you've already entered a plea of guilty or no contest, and you're now here to answer to the court why you haven't completed what you were supposed to do. These are Class C misdemeanors that normally fines do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney could help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. As you sit there today, you need to know that you are entitled to have a lawyer if you so choose. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. You are innocent until proven guilty. It is the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. So if this matter were to go to trial, you don't have to testify. You can sit back, and the state has to prove their case. Okay, so those are the rights that you have. Any question regarding your rights? Okay. Other things I need to let you know. There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain cases. For instance, if you're stopped for not having insurance, you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas if you enter in a plea of guilty or no contest. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status here in the United States. I would strongly suggest that on either of these 2 things, if you have a question, whether they apply to you or your case, that you consult an attorney. If you enter a plea of guilty or no contest and I order a fine and court costs and you are unable to meet your financial obligation, there are alternative means to payment. There's an application you can fill out. We will have a hearing on the matter. And if you qualify, there's additional things that we can do. We can put you on an extended payment plan. We can do community service, or we can do a combination of those things. It's just important that you let me know at whatever point in time you find yourself in that situation, okay? So the way things are gonna work today, when I call your case, I'm gonna ask you to raise your right hand. I'm gonna swear you in. After I swear you in, I'm gonna let you know what you're being charged with. I then gonna ask you, how do you plead? You're gonna have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing in that I will find you guilty. The only difference is when you plead no contest, you're telling the court you're not contesting the matter. You're not saying you did it. You're not saying you didn't do it. You're just not contesting the matter. When does this come into play? Well, for instance, if you're cited for failure to control speed and you know your ticket resulted in an accident and you later get sued in civil court, well, if you enter a plea of guilty, they can use that plea of guilty in the civil court to prove your negligence. If you enter a plea of no contest, your plea in the municipal court is not admissible, okay? So if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, I will find you guilty. Then we will go to the punishment portion of the case. That's where if there's anything you want to let me know at that time that you want to talk to me about, that is, you are absolutely allowed to do that. Before that point, the only time I can hear any facts regarding your case is at the trial of your case, okay? A lot of times people come into court and they want to tell me, you know, Judge, this is why, you know, this, that, or the other, and I can't listen to the facts unless we're at trial or you've already entered in a plea of guilty or no contest and you want me to consider some mitigating circumstances. If you enter a plea of guilty, I will then, if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, like I said, we go to the punishment portion. There's a number of things I can do. I can place you on what's called deferred disposition. That's where you'll have a fine and court cost. In addition to, you know, I'll ask you not to have any other violations in a certain period of time. If you do everything I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay, the case gets dismissed. If you qualify, I can consider putting you on the driver safety in the driving safety course program. That's another option. Sometimes there's not anything I can do, and all I can do is find you guilty and issue a conviction and a judgment. If you plead not guilty, your case will be set for trial. It'll either be a jury trial or a trial before the court. The choice is yours. You will receive a notice of a pretrial hearing, which will be conducted via Zoom until we are told otherwise. And if you are unable to resolve your case at the pretrial, where the prosecutor will be present and you will be able to speak to a prosecutor regarding your case, then the case will be set for trial, okay? Any questions before I begin? Okay, so I'm gonna call the docket. When you hear your case called, if you can unmute your mic and let me know, that it's you, and then we'll go from there, okay? Court cause number 211-000-2559, State of Texas versus Richard Schrader. Richard Schrader. Court cause number 211-000-2584, State of Texas versus Joel Jesus Cuevas Bernal.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. You are Joel Jesus Cuevas Bernal?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Cuevas Bernal, you are charged with the offense of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on or about October 10th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
As to the charge of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on or about October 10th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. It's going to be a fine of $230, cost of $81, for a total of $311. Mr. Cuevas Bernal, when can you pay this?
As soon as possible.
Can you pay by today or tomorrow?
Does it have to be the full amount, or did you say something about $80?
No, their court costs are $81. The fine is $230. The total is $311.
Okay. Yes, I'll pay today.
Okay. You'll need to, are you located in Robstown?
No, sir.
Where are you?
I'm in the state of Michigan right now.
Okay, you can call in to the Robstown Municipal Court. Do you have, it's on your ticket, the phone number to the municipal court. Do you have that ticket in front of you? Or do you have that information in front of you?
No, I have just the letter they sent me, but the ticket is
it's on the letter. It's 361-387-4589.
Okay.
And it's option number 4. If you'll call in, they'll tell you exactly what you need to do. There's some paperwork you need to fill out, and they'll tell you how that's going to be done. Okay.
Okay. I
Mr.
have to send it in.
Yeah, you can. It's going to be either emailed or faxed. Mr. Cuevas Bernal, can you give me a phone number for you, please?
661-348-5295.
Okay, so if you can call over here, as soon as you get off the phone here, give us about 10 minutes and we'll get you set up, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Calls number 211-000-2583, State of Texas versus Devin Pennick. Devin Pennick. Court calls cause number 211-000-2560, State of Texas versus Martin Pinon. Martin Pinon. Court calls cause number 211-000-2555, State of Texas versus Juan Martinez. Juan Martinez. Court calls cause number 211-000-2554, State of Texas versus Marcus Garza IV. Marcus Garza IV. Court calls cause number 210-900-2076, State of Texas versus Criselda Rodriguez. Criselda Rodriguez. Ms. Rodriguez, I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, yes, I can. Thank you. Okay, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. You are Criselda Rodriguez?
Yes, sir. I'm Criselda.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about September 2nd, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the alleged victim is Anissa Vasquez. Are you aware of these charges?
I wasn't aware of the charges, sir. That's why I'm just barely coming on, because I was supposed to do it the last time and I didn't know.
Okay, well, Anissa Vasquez is alleging that on September 2nd, 2021, that you punched her body. Okay, that's the allegation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you are aware of what you're being accused of, correct?
Well, yeah, I'm aware of the situation, but
Right. I'm not saying you're agreeing to anything. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you know that you're being accused of this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As to the charge of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on September 2nd, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Ms. Rodriguez, if you have to have a trial on this matter, do you want it before the court or before a jury?
Nah, before the court is fine.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, let me have a phone number for you, please.
361-206-7425. What are you looking for?
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, so what's gonna happen next, you're gonna get a notice in the mail, and let me make sure that you are still at your last known address. (722) East Avenue G?
Yes.
Okay, and you're gonna get a notice in the mail of a pretrial. Mr. Isasi, our prosecutor, he will be present. If there's any evidence or any witnesses you would like for him to speak to, for him to consider your case, you can do so at that time. The prosecutor is the one that has the ability, if he thinks it's warranted, he has the ability to dismiss a case if he feels there's no case, okay?
Who is the prosecutor, sir? Or like, who is it?
His name is Epi Isasi. He's the city prosecutor.
What's his name, sir?
Epi Isasi.
Epi Isasi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Epi Manuel, but he goes by Epi.
Oh, okay.
So you will receive that notice. Now, Mr. Rodriguez, if you can, it looks like you're at work, either today or tomorrow. I need you to come by City Hall. That's where the court is at. So you can just sign off on your not guilty paperwork.
Okay.
And we can go from there, okay?
Okay, I'll be over there this afternoon, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, court calls cause number 2106-001448, State of Texas versus Fernando Contreras. Court calls cause number 210-800-1775, State of Texas versus David Martinez. And court calls cause number 210-800-1837, State of Texas versus Zita Sanchez.
Hello,
Hello.
good morning.
Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Zita Sanchez, correct?
correct.
Okay, Ms. Sanchez, it looks like you have put in an application for time payment extension and/or community service regarding total outstanding fines and fees of $350.15. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Let me see here. I'm holding an application that bears your signature. Is that your signature in the back of that?
Yes, yeah,
And is everything in this application true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
correct.
Okay. What kind of payments are you asking to make, Ms. Sanchez?
If I can do minimal payments, that would work for me. I'm not in a good spot at the moment, so I don't, like, I'm happy to pay for it. I need to, I don't have a lot per month or bi-weekly, or I don't know how often you would like the payments. But I'm happy to pay it off. I just don't have a lot to give right now.
Can you do $58.35 a month? That's
Yeah,
about the lowest I can go.
yeah, I could do that.
That'll have you paid off in 6 months.
Okay. I don't live in Robstown. How would I just have to send a money order in?
You're gonna need to call the clerks and they'll tell you what you need to do, because you're gonna need to sign off on this payment schedule order also.
Okay. Yeah, I've been doing everything through the post office, mail.
Can we put that this is gonna begin November 15th?
Yes. That would be my first payment?
Yes.
Okay.
Then it'll be the 15th day every month after that.
Okay.
Okay. Ms. Sanchez, can you confirm a phone number for me, please?
956-382-0595.
And can you call the court here in just a little bit so she can tell you what you need to do?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, the time is 10:28 a.m. and we are off the record.